Let's spend this cozy evening together, friends. When I finish work, I put my laptop away on the shelf, and that's my signal that the evening can officially begin. The first thing I always do is turn off the internet on my phone and switch it to Do Not Disturb. This way, I can guarantee myself a calm, peaceful evening. No social media, no endless chatting. Just time for myself, especially after a long, exhausting day. One of my favorite evening activities is baking. Not every night, of course, but on an ideal evening like tonight, I make my favorite pumpkin pie. I love baking pumpkin pie in the fall, especially when it's cold outside. The whole house fills with the smell of warm spices, and it feels magical. And using seasonal veggies for desserts always gives me this feeling like nature itself wants you to enjoy slow, cozy evenings. What I also love about baking is that I have to use my hands a lot and that I don't have to use screens, I don't have to sit, so I move a lot. And this is just like a meditation. It's just a nice, colorful meditation, and I absolutely love it. This pie disappeared in our home faster than anything has in a long time. I didn't manage to try it last night, so this is already the next morning. And yes, I'm not the first one eating it. But now it's my turn, and I've been looking forward to it. And yes, friends, it's absolutely delicious. Every evening, I also practice guitar. I've noticed that when I learn new things, especially in the evening, they stick better. Of course, the cats who practically live in my room hate the guitar, but one of them stayed with me today, and that's always sweet. Senya, thank you for listening. Another important part of my nighttime routine is tidying my room. This habit has become completely automatic. I just can't go to bed with everything messy, because then in the morning, when I want to start fresh and focus on my goals, I'd have to stop everything and clean instead. In my digital planner, I have a section called Evening Routine, which is my favorite part. It's a checklist of everything I want to do at night. Over the last few months, checking it off has become a real ritual. I honestly don't know how I lived without it, because my evenings before were full of messages, distractions, internet scrolling. I wasn't actually resting at all. But now, when I tap those check marks, it feels so rewarding knowing this time is dedicated to myself. To set the mood, I light candles, switch on the string lights, and make all the lighting as soft and warm as possible. And of course, I can't pass by a cat holding out their paw. I just have to give them a high five. All the sleep books say that warm, dim lighting in the evening helps your brain understand it's time to wind down. So your body starts producing melatonin, the sleep hormone. And the biggest enemies of sleep are cold, blue lights, and screens. My laptop automatically switches to warm tones at night, so it doesn't interfere with my sleep. No evening is complete without planning the next day. The worst thing for me is waking up with no idea what I'm supposed to do. Every week I set goals and I love checking them off when I achieve them. I picked out my tasks for tomorrow and now it's time to choose a meditation to do while lying on my posture roll. If you're wondering what the roll is for, it's to help improve your posture. You place it under your shoulder blades, stretch your arms behind your head with your pinkies touching, turn your feet inward, and let your back slowly relax. It makes it much easier to maintain good posture later. But of course, if you decide to try it, consult your doctor first. In the evening, I remove my makeup, brush my teeth, shower, and take care of my skin. Cleansing, serum, face cream. On good days, and today is definitely a good day, I also use my body lotion after the shower. In my room, Senya is always waiting for me, usually asleep. Recently, I treated myself to a new nightgown, something that looks like it's from the 15th century. Every night when I put it on, I feel like a little princess. Sometimes I walk around with just candlelight because it's so soft and gentle on the eyes. And as you already know, I love daydreaming, and this whole aesthetic makes my evenings feel extra magical. I used to be one of those people who said, I don't have time to read, I'm so busy. But usually, when we say that, we just don't have our priorities sorted out properly. I realized that instead of scrolling on my phone in bed and drowning in endless news and social media, I could give myself the gift of a beautiful story. And ever since, I've been reading more than ever. I tried to convince the cat to stay with me, but of course, he left. You know that sad moment when you try to make the bed around the cat or move them gently, but they just leave anyway. Oh well, I'll survive. And now I'm going to bed, friends. I'm so glad you've spent this evening with me. I hope you feel inspired to spend your evenings in the warmest, coziest way possible. See you next time. Good night. If you liked this video, consider subscribing because I want to see you next week with more inspiring videos. So, yeah, I will definitely see you next week. Bye.